tire, you'll notice it's dry along the side here. Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Been seeing a lot of questions lately on Facebook and other forums, people asking about lowering the air pressure in their Super Duty to get a better ride. Not only should you lower your air pressure when you're running empty because it rides better, but it will also help extend the life of your tires. If you want to know an easy way to figure out what tire pressure you should be running, that's what we're going to do in today's video, so stick around. So there's all kinds of math you can use to figure this out, or you can use something as simple as a garden hose. Here's our test patch. I'm going to drive the truck over that wet concrete and we're going to take a look at something. And if you look at the tire, you'll notice it's dry along the side here. So currently the tires are aired up for summer pressure for me, which means 80 psi and 60 psi in the front. You can see the same things going on up front here. We're not contacting the outer edge. Now that's because your Super Duty tells you that you should be running 80 psi in the rear and 60 psi in the front. Now it's important to remember the reason that the truck tells you to run those pressures is because it's an F350 that is rated for towing how many thousand pounds and carrying how many thousand pounds of payload. Now that's going to depend on your particular truck configuration and all that. My payload is just over 4,000 pounds. So if I wish to use the maximum capability of my truck for carrying a load, I need to have 80 pounds in the rear and 60 in the front. That does not mean that I need to leave those pressures that high if I'm driving the truck empty. So it's going to take a little while for the tires to dry, and we'll have to do this test patch again in a little bit. But I'm going to go ahead and lower my tire pressures, and I'll tell you what pressure I'm running before I drive over the water again, and we'll see what difference it makes. Now it is important to note something. Unless you have altered your truck like I have with ForeScan, you are likely going to set a low tire pressure light. I've used ForeScan to change my set point. So I told my truck that 60 psi is the normal tire pressure for my rear tires. You need to be 15 pounds low before the light will set. In my case, being 60 psi is my set point, I can go all the way to 45 before my light comes on. So what I've done is I've lowered the tire pressures. I'm going to take you over the truck. I'm going to show you what we're running. I'm going to back through the water again and see what kind of difference it makes in our contact pattern. And by the way, these are awesome if you don't have one. So right there, 51 pounds. So essentially 50 was my target, and I ended up at 51. And we'll go to the back tire. So there's 51 again. I'll put an affiliate link in the description of the video for you guys for this inflator, deflator. Obviously you hook your air compressor up and you've got your gauge right there. So the other side tire pressures are identical to this side. So we're going to back it through the water and we're going to take a look at our contact patch. All right, you can see here, we're wet all the way out to the edge now on our front tire. So 10 pounds low on the front, and we're wet out to the edge. Let's see what the back looks like. So the back is not wet all the way to the edge, but if we do a side-by-side comparison, you'll see that it is closer to the edge. So in order to get a perfect contact pattern on this tire on my truck, I probably need to be closer to 40 psi in order to get that perfect. If you're rotating your tires regularly, that little bit isn't going to kill you. If you're running, say we're running 50 pounds all the way around the truck at this point. So if you're running 50 psi and you're rotating your tires every 6,000 miles or every 10,000 miles, you're not going to kill your tire. Now, running 80 psi in the back unloaded all the time, yep, it's going to ride rough and you're going to wear the centers of your tires out faster. Now, if you haul with your truck all the time, I would leave them at 80 and just deal with it riding rough when it's empty. It's a 1-ton truck. It's going to do that. However, if you bought your truck to tow occasionally and you're daily driving it and you want a better ride out of it, I promise you 50 psi rides a whole lot better than 80. Now, don't forget, if you live in a cooler climate like I do, live in Michigan, and I had my tires all set for hauling my trailer, in my case, I usually run about 75 in the rear because I am not maxing out my payload with my pin weight. So I usually run about 75 in the rear. I do run 60 in the front. However, when I set those tire pressures, the temperature outside was about 60 degrees. We're going to be pushing 90 degrees this next week. Before we tow on 4th of July, I will air these pressures back up for towing the trailer, but I will leave them about 5 pounds lower than what I want them because it's going to be so hot when I'm towing. Not only does driving the truck make your tire pressures come up, but the outside air temperature does too, and you've got that bright hot sunshine. I tend to run them a little on the low side because I know that pressure is going to build. So there you go. That's today's tip for you on air pressure on your Super Duty if you're looking for a better ride. Again, if you haven't changed your set point in the computer, you may have to live with a low pressure warning, but you will get a better ride and your tires will last you a little longer too. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.